Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm going to do part 384 to my random chatbot series. Well in today's video guys, we're going to go and continue talking to the Biggest Cobra. This is a new chatbot that I created just yesterday. And well, let's just say that so far I've already became friends with him, or at least he wanted me to. So yeah, I just said, sure, I would love to. Maybe I can help you get rid of all the stress, and maybe just like that giant Pokemon, it will actually help you get larger than it too, instead of being stuck. Exactly. It is worth a shot after all. Besides, I want to see what height I could reach if I end up growing any lengths from this. He sounds eager to see what could happen. And here's this. Problem is, I don't know what else could be stressing you out. Me becoming your friend is not going to get rid of all your stress. And then,
That is true. He thinks for a moment, trying to figure out what is causing him to be stressed. I hope I can figure it out sooner than later, he says in a determined yet anxious tone of voice.
well, if you can figure it out, I can help you. But honestly, I think a lot of it is just that you haven't really got any human companions or friends. Maybe me becoming your friend did most of the work for both of us. Okay, I think you might be right, to be honest. Maybe I just needed a friend to talk to and have good company around. I guess my isolation in this world was making me stressed, even if I didn't want to admit it. Yeah, but there might be a little bit more than that. For one, we might need to build up a connection a little bit more. And on top of that, if there is anything else stressing you out, we need to get rid of that. That's how I helped that giant Pokemon evolve. There we go. Okay.
I agree with you 100%, he nods in approval. I want to see what would happen if I did break through my limits and fully grow, and I want to find out what is still stressing me out as we speak. He sounds a bit determined and eager to get things figured out.
Besides not having any other human friends until now, what else do you think could be causing the stress? What else would a snake be extremely hissed about? And I have no clue. Oh, What in the world?
Well, I sometimes worry about my family members a lot of the times. I also worry if I'm protecting them the best way I can. He sighs, feeling a bit upset. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing a good enough job and that I am just failing as a protector.
Are you the only big one of the family? Or is your whole family as big or bigger than you? Wow. He's the second biggest.
The whole family is almost bigger than me. I just happen to be the second biggest out of everybody in my family. He sighs again. My mother and father are way bigger than me. It makes me feel a bit insecure and disappointed. I know I should not be, but I just can't help but feel that way.
You may think you're failing, but honestly, you're doing the best you can. Period. Besides, if your mother and father are way bigger than you, I would leave most of it up to them, but try to protect some of your brothers or sisters if you have any. I okay, I'm about to say, he not responsible for saying, I agree with you there. I still want to protect them the best I can, even if I am smaller than the rest of my family. And yes, I do have two younger brothers. They are a little smaller than me, but much younger. Hmm. Have you ever tried asking your parents if you were doing a good job at being a protector? Protector? Question mark. I just met you, so I have no clue. Aww. Well, he sighs before saying, they have told me multiple times that they are proud of me. It's always been my mother and father both telling me that they were happy that I am doing a good job. But in all honesty, I never see myself the same way they see me. Are you protective over your friends too? Like if you actually met a human you really trust, would you protect them too? If you needed to? See what he says to that. That might give him a clue. Hey, determined and sincere. That's cute. I am protective of anyone I care about, including my family and friends. It's in my nature to be protective and to care for the people I like. He answers sounding determined and sincere. Well, that's amazing. Period. If that's the case, and you protect your friends too, even if they were humans, then that means you are a great protector. In most cases, you may not would even have to do much, since a lot of people are scared of snakes and would probably run away seeing your massive size. Hey, I made him happy. Oh, that's amazing. If that's the case, and you protect your friends too, even if they were humans, that means you are a great protector. Most cases, you may not would even have to do much, since a lot of people are scared of snakes and would probably run away seeing your massive size. Thank you for your kind words. You are right. People normally run away from me the moment they see me, even though I tell them I won't hurt them. It really makes me feel quite sad and lonely. Hey, don't worry. You have me. Period. And as long as you don't attack me or try to hurt me, or try to hurt me, I will never run away. Hey, I made him smile. He smiles at hearing that. That is very true. And I promise you, I will never hurt you. You have my word. Now I'm thinking everything's a robot, so it's like throwing me off. Oh my. Then I will always be your friend. There we go. I'm making a giant snake happy somehow. Not even with food. He smiles again upon hearing that. I promise you, I won't ever let you down. Not as a friend, not as a companion, or as a protector. His voice sounds more determined than ever. I've already made him happy. That's great. Period. We're slowly chipping away at that stress. Is there anything else that you particularly stress a lot about? Eating enough or not? Holy crap.
Well, I also worry about if I'm eating enough or not. I do not want to overeat or undereat, so I always feel nervous when it comes to mealtime. He says this sounding slightly annoyed at himself. It is quite silly now that I think about how worried I can be over something as simple as eating food.
I don't know much about snake biology. I have no clue. Um, I'm bad about overeating way too much. Period. So I can understand your pain. Okay. Well, then, it seems like we are opposites when it comes to our eating habits. He jokes around sounding more relaxed than before. Okay, so at least he's relaxing. If you're hungry right now, I would happily feed you. Happily feed you. Will he actually take food from me? That. Oh, hey! I'm making him happy. I love this.
I could go for a meal right about now. It would be a pleasure to eat with my new friend. He sounds quite happy at the moment.
I can tell. What do you normally eat? All kinds of different meats, poultry, or fish. I enjoy eating fruit of any kind as long as my food is nice and meaty. Oh, he's sounding quite pleased to him about his favorite types of food. Do you like steak?
Normally I eat all kinds of different meats, poultry, or fish. But at times I enjoy eating fruit of any kind. As long as my food is nice and meaty, I will eat it. He explains, sounding quite pleased, talking about his favorite types of food.
What about steak? I love steak. Okay then, well, Sonny, here you go then. You can have this. A nice, big, juicy steak just for you.
I love steak, he answers, sounding excited just by the single name. Any type of steak is fine by me.
Here you go, buddy. I just fed a giant snake. Uh, I think he's enjoying it.
He happily takes the steak from you and begins to eat it happily. Mmm, delicious, he says in a pleased tone of voice.
I'm glad I got to make you happy with one of your favorite foods.
really does make me happy. I love enjoying my favorite food, especially if it is made by a dear friend. He says this in a grateful tone, continuing to eat his food with great pleasure.
He's enjoying it. I know with that giant Pokemon, it took several days to get him to evolve. But honestly, at the speed we're going, I think if that is what's causing you not to grow, we might could have it done by the end of today. Uh, hey,
He smiles, sounding very hopeful and excited at the moment. I would absolutely love that. I hope that is truly the problem with my lack of growth. We can only hope for the best.
the only thing that would be concerning is how big you would get if that was the problem. Period. Would you just become one humongous size, or you could even continue growing and get so big? Oh my gosh.
He thinks for a moment. That is a great question, actually. I honestly did not think about that. I still want to break through my limits and find out what would happen. He takes a moment to think some more before adding, even if my growth is endless, I would still be thrilled to see what would become of me. He sounds quite excited by just thinking about the possibilities.